All right, so we'll start off easy. So all you have to do now is sit or lie down, and if you want to keep your eyes open, you want to close your eyes, I don't care. Whatever one works for you. But people, I think, like taking breaths, and we don't take enough breaths every day. So take a nice breath in through the nose, hold it. Slowly let it out through the mouth. Do another big breath in through your nose. And hold it. And then slowly let it out through your mouth again. Feel your shoulders drop a little. Feel yourself drop a little. One more big breath. This one, make sure you get a big, big breath all the way in and hold it. And this time you're going to let it all out and make sure you get every bit of air out until you have to breathe back in again. And then we're going to do one more in. Make sure you get all the air out. And a big one in through your nose. Hold it. And then I want you to get your lips pressed together so there's just a little teeny tiny hole. And slowly push the air out through there. And just feel yourself relax more and more. Because breaths are easy, you don't need to do anything with the breath. Relaxing is easy. Breathing is great. Relaxation is great. You might have thought you might be sweating here by the time you got here. Get in, but nope. You're here breathing. We don't take enough time to breathe. I don't know if someone's ever told you this, that, hey, you should calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and take a breath. Maybe you react to it a certain way. Maybe it's the way someone's trying to tell you, this is how you should do it. You can always take a breath. Just slow it down. Just a little bit. And as we sit here, I want you to, if you are doing anything, if you're thinking about anything, keep thinking about it. Or don't think about it. Or just notice that it's happening and let it glide on by. Because what really matters this morning, there's 4 of you here and millions of people watching at home. But we're all doing the same thing. We're all here to be in a better spot than when we got here. And now I want everybody to picture uh, 9 pool balls with the diamond rack. And there's the one cue ball, white and spherical. But you don't need to hit those 9 for them to start moving. You can watch the one slide toward a pocket and drop. The 2 slide to another pocket and drop. The 3 to that same pocket and drop again. And that 4 bank off a wall, drop in a pocket. The 5 drop in a pocket. The 6 off one wall, 2 wall, into the pocket, dropping. The 7 drops into the pocket. The 8 off one wall, 2 walls, 3 walls, 4 walls, drops into a pocket. All that's left is the 9 ball. And this is where you get the cue out and you line up that white ball. You pull back the cue, you bring it forward, you hit the white ball, yellow ball, 9 ball, drops right into the pocket. White ball comes right back. Put your hand down, goes right into your hand. Throw the ball up, spin around once, twice, 3 times. Open your pocket, catch it in your pocket. You're just watching a pool table. You're watching pool balls move around. Where are they going? Where are they dropping? Is it one of those tables where they just have each individual pocket? Or do they go into the machine and all roll down to the front for the next game? It can be whatever you want. There's no right answers. There's no wrong answers. There's only answers. Sometimes there's questions. Now I want you to take your arms and slowly raise them up. So your upper arms are touching your ears or as close to it as they can. And then lift your arms up a little more and hold it. Really feel your back and your shoulders stretch. And then slowly let it back down. Bring in your hands back to your side. Down to the floor, wherever you want. And now if you want to get up a little bit, we're going to get into child's pose. And so just want to get up like this. And then just put your butt down and just feel the stretch wherever you feel it. And remember to breathe. And push your butt down a little bit. Push your head back a little bit. And nothing really even matters. Nothing has mattered. And then I want you to slowly come up into a tabletop position, whatever you like to call this. And then I want you to take a breath in, put your head up, and breathe out. Arch your back and pull your butt in. And then breathe in, head back up, butt out. And then breathe out, arch your back, pull your butt in. Do one more. Take a breath in. Raise your head up, your butt out. And then let it out. Raise your back, arch it up, pull your butt in. And then take one more breath in. Lift your head up. And then we're going to pop up into down dog. If you can. If you can't do it, that's okay. I just kind of want to see where everyone's at. And this is where we find out what is tight. So, does anybody have any part of them that feels tight right now? Or is everybody just super loose?
My calves are a little tight.
Calves are a little tight. Anything else?
My hamstrings.
Okay, calves and hamstrings, perfect. Anything else? All right, let's slowly lower yourself down, your hips down. Go into a cobra. And just do what you can do. Doesn't have to be a whole lot. Remember to breathe. Let's go back into child's pose. Back into cobra. Back into child's pose. Let's go back up, pop up to downward dog again. We're gonna go and sort of move our feet, push your heels down one at a time. Be able to feel that stretch in your calves. You can do both at the same time. You can move your body forward and back a little bit and feel a bit of a stretch there in your calves. And if you ever need to know what you need to work out with that day, just get yourself in this position. I'll tell you everything that's tight. And you want to focus on those spots that are tight. And then let's go back down into child's pose. And then let's get back up into tabletop. And let's switch around to our butts. Everyone doing all right? Beautiful. All right. Let's take our hands, palms down, and then I want you to actually feel what it would feel like if you had two heavy buckets and you're holding on to the handles and you're gonna lift them up while you're picturing and feeling what these heavy buckets are. And then slowly move them up towards the sky. And we're going to get up to the very top. And once you put your hands together at the top, take a big deep breath in, and then you're going to fall forward as much as you can. You can touch your toes, great. If you can't, you can touch your knees, great. If you can touch somewhere else, great. Wherever you are is fine. It's fine. Take a little deep breath in, pull your hands up a little bit, and then breathe out. Go a little bit further. You can feel those hamstrings. And another breath in. Pull your hands back a little bit. And breathe out. Go a little further. Let's lay down on our backs. This one's fun. Picture a starfish. You're just gonna get like a starfish. Spread your arms out as far as you can. Spread your legs out as far as you can. And just feel the stretch everywhere. Anywhere that's tight, you can shift your body a little bit. I feel this one, you can really feel where you're tight in your body too. And if there's anywhere else that feels tight, say it out loud and we can go there. If not, just work it on your own. Take a breath in and move them your hands and legs a little closer together. And then breathe out. You can go a tiny bit further. All right, and then sort of shake it out, whatever you want to do. Now I want you to put your legs up like this. So they're sort of up like a triangle. And I want you to let your legs fall to the left. If they can touch the ground, great. If not, no big deal. Go back to the middle. Slowly, fluid. And then over to the right. Slowly back up to the middle. Over to the left. Slowly back up to the middle. To the right. Remember to breathe. Slowly back up to the middle. And then I want you to put your hands down on the ground, and I want it so you're almost gripping the ground. And then I want you to lift your hips up slowly towards the sky and hold it. Keep gripping the ground. Take a breath in. And breathe out and slowly lower your hips to about halfway. And hold it there. Deep breath in and raise it up. And then let it out and lower it down about halfway again. And breathe in, raise it up a little higher. And hold it. And then slowly let it out and go all the way down to the ground. Put your knees up, pull them to your chest, and get into cannonball. Hold it here for a minute. Take a big breath in. Hold it. And then slowly let it out. You want to rock a little bit side to side. Free to do that. And I want you to take your right foot and put it straight out. Put it so it's about 3 inches off the ground. with your other knee still up. And now we're going to slowly switch them. So the right knee is up, left leg is just 3 inches above the ground. Slowly switch back. Remember to breathe. Slowly switch back. Switch it again. Left up, right down. One more switch. Put your right leg out so they're both out. And then let them drop to the ground. And then back up into cannonball. And then feet back down on the ground where your legs are up, or your knees are up, and lift your hips up. And slowly bring them down, back into cannonball. Bring your legs back down slowly. And now I want to take your left leg and put it over the outside of your right leg. And then twist and see if you can get your other leg close down to the ground. If you want, as far as you need to, just when you feel the stretch, you can stop there. And you can let that leg kind of stretch out a little bit if you want to. Breathe in. And breathe out. And we're going to switch sides slowly. Put your right leg over your left side. Stretch that lower back. Back on our backs with our knees up. I want you to take your left leg and put it across your knee like this, or like so your ankle's on your knee. And then I want you to reach between your legs, and then on the outside of your other leg, your right leg, I want you to grab there, and I want you to grab both your hands together and feel a bit of a stretch on your hips. You can lean backward or forward and get a little bit more stretch wherever you need the stretch. We're going to switch legs, do the same thing with the other leg. Put the right ankle on top of the knee. Reach your hand through your legs and grab with the other side. Pull back a little bit. You can lean forward, back, roll forward or back to where you need the stretch. You don't need to do a big stretch. You don't need to impress anyone. Just need to feel that stretch a little bit for yourself. Let's sit back up. Let's get into putting your legs up like this. And then we're gonna put our elbows on the insides of our knees. We're gonna take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're gonna push down. We're just gonna hold it. Nice and simple. Everyone feeling all right? All right. Take a breath in. Raise your legs up a little bit. And then let it out. And push down a little bit further. Take a breath in, raise them up. Hold it. And then let it out. Push down a little bit further. This time we're going to raise our arms up. Breath in. As we let it out, we're going to lean forward and go as far as you can. Doesn't have to be far, just enough where you feel a stretch. Peel your hands back a tiny bit, breath in. And slowly let it out. Go a little deeper. One more, pull it back a little bit, breathe in. And breathe out. A little deeper into it. All right, now let's get your legs undone. Shake them out. Shake your arms out. However you want. Let's do some arm circles. So let's start going forward really big. Get smaller and smaller. and smaller. We're going to reverse. Get bigger and bigger. And then, okay, so names again.
Hannah.
Hannah,
Lisa.
Lisa,
Maddie.
Maddie,
Terry.
Terry. Okay, one more time.
Hannah.
Hannah,
Lisa.
Lisa,
Maddie.
Maddie,
Terry.
Terry. Hannah, Lisa, Maddie, Terry. Okay, perfect. So let's get into downward dog one more time. I just want to see if there's anything that still feels a little tight. Just let me know. Anything feeling tight?
Calves are looser.
Your calves?
They're looser.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to do a little more? If you want to do a little more, you can do some steps there. You need them to be a little more loose. One at a time, both at the same time. And when you're ready, you can get into child's pose. You can notice you can stretch a little bit more in this one now. Everyone's doing great. Remember to breathe. And now you can get into whatever comfortable position you want. Get cozy. Lie down. You can sit with your legs crossed. You can do whatever feels good. You've done all the hard work already. All the hard stuff's done now. Be happy for that. And I appreciate all four of you for coming out this morning. It means a lot to me. I don't get to say that normally. Sean says that, but I'm thankful that you four are here showing up for this. I want you to be happy that you showed up for yourself. Doing a hell of a job. Not a lot of people are going to be wanting to get up and, on a Saturday morning and do this, but who's going to be the one feeling great the rest of the day? So many people that are waking up this morning feeling like hell. But not you. You got to spend the morning stretching. You got to spend the morning relaxing. Not a lot of people get to relax. You got people driving by. Where are they going? What are they doing? What do you think they did this morning? Maybe they went out and grabbed a couple energy drinks, some smokes. Maybe they were doing this too. Either one's fine. Neither is right or wrong. It's just how you want to feel. I always like getting up and doing something like this. It doesn't have to be a lot. I mean, you can do it in your bed if you want. If you really don't feel like doing anything, you can at least do the starfish from bed. You can do the windshield wipers with your legs from bed and twist your body in bed. I mean, depends how firm your bed is. I mean, you can still do all that. Sometimes we forget just how important it is to stretch, especially once we're not as young as we once were. And maybe if you've spent part of your time working out really hard or getting the crap beat out of you, whatever it might be, I don't know. It could be anything. Anything that just really wears your body down. But if you're limber, if you're stretching, if you're breathing, your day's going to be so much easier. You don't need to take an hour. You could spend, if you start out 2 minutes a day, stretching and breathing, that's great. You get to 5 or 10 minutes, you're doing awesome. If you can get 10 minutes a day, 7 days a week, figure out what part of your body really needs it. Maybe you can already tell, but if you can't, just get up into downward dog, and you'll be able to tell exactly what needs it. If you want any advice or help of how you want to stretch, you can call me, you can message me, but I assume you already know how to do it now. But if you want a refresher, I'm here. And I want you to think of something in your mind now that it's the calendar new year. One thing that you're very grateful for. You see how fast that popped in your head? Think about that one. Not the good answer, but that one that just popped in your head. That's the one that matters. That's something to be grateful for every day. Doesn't need to be something profound. You may not think it's life-changing, but it absolutely is. That's something your body needed, something your mind needed. That's something that's so important to you. But maybe you take it for granted. Maybe you don't. Maybe you are so appreciative of it every day. And if you're not, now's the time to start. Maybe it's yourself. Everyone can be grateful that they're doing this right now and that they're this far through it. You don't have to think about anything else for a while. No need to think about the present, the past, the future. They're all the same. They're all different. Sort of a little bit the same, a little bit of the lot different, kind of a lot different of the same, kind of the same, but different. So very different. I want you to put yourself in a body of water, any temperature you want. It's all good for you. Whatever's going to make you just say, ah. That's the temperature you want. And I want you to lie on your back and float. If you can't float, you can float in your head. And I want you then to look up at the sky. See what you notice. Maybe the sun, some clouds, birds, maybe a plane. Maybe you see them skywriting your name. And then you see that plane skywriting some numbers. First you see a 1. And then you see it loop and do a 2. Becoming more and more relaxed. As that 2 finishes, it juts back up into a 3. It takes you deeper and deeper while floating on the surface. And then to a 4. Maybe you can try to lift your arms, but they're so heavy they don't even lift. They're just almost like they're stuck on the ground. But you don't want to even lift them. You can lift them, but they feel so much better being down. And then you see it make a 5. Picture how that would be with the plane. And then the plane flies up, rounds around, and back through to a 6. Deeper and deeper, more relaxed. Maybe you hear some noises. The noises are there. Noises aren't there. Just background noise. Into a 7. Watch it go right and then down. 7. And now up to the 8, doing a figure 8. But it's going to go around it 3 times because it really wants you to see the 8. And then you think, does that 9, does it have a straight line down or is it curved? And as you think about that, you see the 9. And then the plane goes straight up, makes a 1, and then makes a big circle with a 0. And that is 10. What does 10 mean to you? 10 is 2 numbers, but 10 is 1 number. Maybe it's a Roman numeral, maybe it's an X. I'm not sure who's paying the skywriter. I'm not sure how the skywriter interpreted it. But you saw it. You saw what they did. I want you to take a big deep breath in and feel yourself sink in the water, completely safe. And then a big breath in, back up to the surface, see the lights get brighter and brighter and brighter. Big blue sky, feeling that warmth of the water, the warmth of the sky, complete relaxation. And you get this all day. You'll have people seeing you today, thinking, what is up with this person? Why are they so happy and relaxed? Why does it seem like they don't care about anything? How do I get to be as happy as they are? How do I get that big grin on my face of pure happiness? Pure relaxation, pure calm, but so alert, so in tune with everything going on, so sharp, so smart. And I wonder, that's all I wonder. You can wonder, you can wander. What's the difference between wondering and wandering? All it is, if just a little curve on the bottom right of the O, from wondering to wandering. Tonight, when it's time to go to bed, It's going to be so easy. As soon as you lie down, your head hits the pillow, you're out. Big smile on your face, and you fall right asleep. Wake up Sunday morning with that big smile on your face, noticing how much more loose your body is, how much more relaxed and happy you are. And everything's easy. Nothing's difficult. Even something you may thought was difficult doesn't mean anything anymore. It's just another thing. And when you're calm, everything's easier to handle. When you're stressed, when you're in fight or flight, you're not allowed to take in any information. All you're doing is trying not to get eaten by the lion. How many times have you been in an argument? Everyone's yelling, trying to get your point across, but no one's hearing it. No one's listening. A breath can change all that. One simple breath. I want you to take a big deep breath in and hold it, and then slowly let it out. I want you to feel how good you feel right now, how great you feel right now. You can get back there anytime you want, and I want you to. So now, that you're feeling all great, it's time to come on back. I'm going to count to 7, and when I get to 7, you're going to be back feeling amazing. 1, start to move around a little bit, feel some sensations maybe in your toes or your fingertips. 2, becoming more aware of everything around you. 3, everything feels great. You feel relaxed and happy. 4, this is going to be the easiest day from here on out. 5, 6, as a pattern interrupt. Pattern interrupt is so beneficial. Never forget it. Everyone, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And 7, back up, fully awake, feeling so great. Everyone did awesome. Thank you.